There comes a time in life when silence becomes louder than words, when the strange gazes, the shifting energy in a room, and the subtle resistance from others are no longer coincidences, they're confirmations. You've walked through storms that should have shattered you. You've survived betrayals that could have broken anyone else. And now, without even trying, people see something in you. They can't name it, but they feel it. Some are drawn to you. Some are repelled, but all of them sense it. You are different. You are the chosen one. If you found this video, it's not an accident. Divine timing has placed it before your eyes for a reason. The chosen are never given confirmation through comfort, but through confrontation, through pressure, through spiritual resistance. If you're watching this and something deep in your soul is stirring, then this is your sign. Subscribe to this channel right now for more powerful messages like this one. And if this message reached you at the exact moment you needed it most, type 1111 in the comments below. That number unlocks a gateway of divine blessings prepared for you alone. Let's get started. 1. People intuitively respect or fear you without knowing why. You walk into a room, and the entire atmosphere subtly shifts. It's not something loud or obvious, yet it's undeniable. Conversations pause, eyes glance sideways, and even the most confident personalities adjust their tone or posture in your presence. Some individuals seem to become more self-aware around you. Others may get flustered, tripping over their words, trying too hard to assert themselves or joke their nervousness away. It's not because you've said or done anything specific, it's because of the intangible aura you carry. This presence is not the result of worldly achievements, titles, or material power. It is the consequence of your spiritual signature, the kind of energy that doesn't shout but commands attention. Your soul has traveled through lifetimes. Your eyes carry unspoken truths. Your silence holds more weight than most people's speeches. It's an ancient authority that can't be explained through logic or psychology. People feel it, even when they don't understand it. What they are truly reacting to is your alignment. You walk in harmony with divine timing, cosmic justice, and higher wisdom. That resonance creates a magnetism that makes people either lean in with reverence or recoil in discomfort. For those living inauthentically, your presence is a threat, because it exposes what they're pretending not to be. For those in tune with their spirit, you're a lighthouse. This dual reaction is part of your calling, divinely respected by those with eyes to see and feared by those still hiding from themselves. You're not just a person, you're a reminder, and that reminder forces people to confront the parts of themselves they've long buried. 2. People project onto you because you mirror their soul. You often become the screen upon which others project their inner movies. People respond to you emotionally, sometimes irrationally, assigning meanings to your actions or words that never existed. They may accuse you of being aloof when you're simply observant. Others say you're too intense when you're just deeply present. They may call you cold when in truth, you are just calm in a world addicted to chaos. Why does this happen? It's because your soul acts as a mirror. When people interact with you, they unconsciously see themselves reflected, raw, unfiltered, and unmasked. Most people are not ready for that level of transparency. It stirs something inside them, a confrontation with their true self. And that confrontation can either lead to elevation or resentment. You don't wear masks, and that makes people uncomfortable who rely on them. You don't sugarcoat, and that makes liars nervous. Your authenticity threatens illusions. The chosen one often walks as a catalyst. You trigger awakening simply by existing. That's why you'll find people either clinging to your presence like a spiritual lifeline, or fleeing from it like it's a fire. Your aura demands honesty, without asking for it. And this is both a blessing and a burden. It is not your job to be digestible to everyone. It is your job to remain true, even when your truth disrupts the illusions others cling to. 3. People come to you for advice, even strangers. You've likely had moments that felt surreal. A stranger sits beside you, and within minutes they're pouring out their life story, childhood traumas, relationships, fears, dreams. It may happen at a bus stop, in a store aisle, in a waiting room, or even online. These people don't know your credentials, your past, or your beliefs. Yet they sense something in you, something ancient, something safe, something that whispers, "I see you, and I won't judge." You're not just someone who listens, you absorb. You hold space like a healer, intuitively knowing what to say, or when to say nothing. You might be surprised by how often you've guided people without intending to. Not with flashy advice, but with simple presence. You are, quite literally, a vessel of divine wisdom. This doesn't mean your life has been easy. In fact, the depth of your insight is born from the depth of your suffering. You had to break to carry healing. You had to be lost to know how to guide others. You didn't learn this from books, you learned it from battles no one saw. That's why people trust you without knowing why. It's because your energy doesn't lie. And your soul, though quiet, radiates the wisdom of someone who's walked through hell and came back with a lantern. 4. People try to dim you or control you. When someone carries divine light, the shadows around them panic. You might have noticed that, long before you even recognized your power, others tried to limit you. They criticized your dreams, questioned your motives, minimized your gifts. This wasn't coincidence, it was spiritual warfare in disguise. Manipulative people saw your light early, and their instinct was to contain it. They wanted to mold you, control you, or twist you into something easier to handle. Envious people felt inferior next to your authenticity, so they tried to shame or mock you. Narcissists pretended to love you, only to drain your energy. Toxic people surrounded you, not because you were weak, but because you were strong. They knew what you carried, even if you didn't. But here's the truth, no one can shrink a soul that was born to expand. You were not sent here to fit in someone's mold, you were sent to break them. You were sent to confront generational cycles, dismantle lies, and awaken others with your voice, your presence, your walk. That's why attempts to box you in always fail. You are too vast to be caged. Your spirit was assigned not to survive, but to shift. And those who tried to dim you, they only made you brighter. 5. People treat you differently without logical reason. You've likely spent much of your life confused by how people react to you. One moment someone adores you and sings your praises. The next, they ghost you, betray you, or turn cold. Teachers, friends, relatives, employers, it's always been a pattern. You either inspire deep loyalty or inexplicable hostility, rarely anything in between. This isn't because you're doing something wrong, it's because you are spiritually marked. You walk with an invisible authority that either aligns with someone's soul or challenges their ego. For those living truthfully, you're a guide. For those clinging to illusions, you're a threat. And the reactions you receive are not about you, they're about what you reveal in others. Being the chosen one means you operate in a frequency that the world can't always interpret. People may love your energy, but hate the way it forces them to change. They may admire your strength, but secretly resent that you don't need their approval. They may want to be close to you, but sabotage the connection because it scares them to be seen so clearly. This spiritual resistance shows up as gossip, betrayal, rejection. But beneath it all, it's spiritual confusion. The world doesn't know what to do with a soul that walks in truth, so they alternate between worship and warfare. 6. People watch you in secret. You might feel invisible at times, but you're never truly unseen. People watch you, not just casually, but closely. Some follow your life from the sidelines, silently taking notes on how you live, how you overcome, how you speak. They'll never compliment you, but they'll quietly mimic your style, your words, your mindset. They might never engage with your posts, your work, or your presence publicly, but behind closed doors, they are listening and learning. Some do this from admiration, others from envy. But either way, your life is being studied. Why? Because it's a sermon. It's a map. You are living proof that resilience is possible, that divine alignment is real, that rising from ashes is not just poetry, it's prophecy. That's why people are drawn to your journey, even if they can't celebrate it out loud. This is why you must stay faithful, even when applause is absent. Heaven is your witness. The unseen world claps when you rise, when you pray, when you keep going. Your life is teaching lessons to people who may never thank you, but they are being transformed just by watching how you carry your light in the dark. 7. People try to discredit you or label you wrongly. You've likely been called names that never belong to you. People accuse you of being arrogant, antisocial, weird, too quiet, too loud, too deep, too rebellious. And at times, you may have questioned yourself, wondering, am I the problem? But no, beloved, you're not the problem. You're the contrast. You're the truth in a world addicted to pretense. When people can't understand you, they try to define you. When they can't define you, they try to dismiss you. They do this because your energy unsettles the system they've built around their illusions. You don't fit into their boxes, and that frustrates them. You don't play their games, and that offends them. You don't conform to their norms, and that threatens them. So they attempt to cage your spirit with labels, hoping that if they reduce you, they won't have to confront the immensity of your truth. 8. People sense you have a bigger mission. Even when you don't talk about your purpose, people sense that you're here for something more. They can feel it in how you move, in how you speak, in how you suffer. You're not just surviving, you're evolving. You're not just here to live, you're here to lead. People may not understand what your mission is, but they know it exists, and it haunts them, because they can see the divine preparation over your life. Every loss was a lesson, every setback was a setup, and now, you're stepping into the version of yourself that God had in mind all along. You don't need to prove that you're chosen. Your presence is proof. Your survival is evidence. Your endurance is divine certification. People will recognize your light before you do, but it is your responsibility to protect it, nurture it, and walk in it boldly. This is the Chosen Seer channel. If this message found you in the dark and reminded you of who you are, you already know what to do. Type 1111 in the comments right now to affirm your divine identity. And don't forget to subscribe, because the world may not always see your worth, but this space was made for chosen ones like you. Thank you for watching.